NASCAR's K&N Pro Series West is going road racing at Infineon Raceway in Sonoma, California. I'm Mike Hawkwood along with Phil Parsons. Phil, what a great day we've got for a race.
The weather is absolutely perfect. You could not order any better weather. As you can see, 68 degrees, clear skies.
Brandon Davis, a road racing specialist, is on the pole, and he's with the third member of our crew, Pat Patterson.
The last time Brandon Davis was on a road course was in Long Beach, California, in a World Challenge car. He and his team went out and smoked them. The question is, can he do it today here in the K&N Pro Series race? He's on the pole for this one at this great layout. How about it? Can you get it done today?
Man, we're here, so we got a chance, right? So we're going to go out and give him heck and go out and see how we can do. I think we got a good car today. I got to thank my crew and ACS for allowing me to come out here and do it. And you know, there's some really talented guys out here, but hey, we're out here, we're starting, you know, we're closest to the finish line right now, so we'll see how it goes.
Story in the points, Greg Pursley. What a lead he has after 5 races.
Yeah, great battle for second. Right now, the key down in the garage here, the guys are talking about how early do you pit for fuel. Some say as early as 15, most are comfortable with 20. Do you put tires on or not? That's a big question, but it all goes back to track position.
Let's go back down now to Pat Patterson.
What does it take to really be good for the entire distance?
You know, it's a long race, you know, and you got to keep a lot of stuff. It's a road course is so abusive on the equipment and shifting and brakes and curbs and everything else. So really, you know, we got a great car today, and you know, I got to really thank Bob Brancotti and Sunrise Ford for giving me the opportunity to come out here and race. But you just got to keep it under you all day, and you know, there's a little bit of strategy comes into play here with fuel mileage and everything else. So you know, our main focus is to keep the fenders on it. Don't push anything in on the tires, and I think we got a car good enough to win this race.
He's a former winner here in 2007. We're back with more from Sonoma, California in a moment. A helicopter view of Infineon Raceway. This is a great racetrack.
It certainly has a lot of history at this racetrack. You can see just under 2 miles, 41 cars will start this race. 10 turns, the pit window 40 to 45 laps. But remember, you run this race backwards. You run from the end and get in your pit window and then stop and not come back in. This racetrack speeds up to about 140 miles an hour right past the start and finish line, down to under 30 miles an hour in turn 11, which is the bottom of your screen.
And again, one of 3 road course races in this series as we take a look at the starting grid. Brandon Davis, Joey Logano driving for Joe Gibbs today.
Yeah, Joey Logano makes a rare start here out in the West Series. He was going to win this race and got taken out in the last corner one time.
Look out on row 10. Boris Said is there.
Yeah, have a great field of road racers in this race. Boris Said, David Gillen's a great road racer we heard from earlier.
And how about Herschel McGriff? 83 years old starting this race.
Yeah, and he's won here 4 times or something like that.
Yeah, he's led more laps than anybody else. Green is out here at Sonoma.
Good side-by-side battle for the lead. Joey Logano is on the inside now going up the hill.
As you can see, after they start, they go up the hill. They'll go on a flat part of the racetrack, and then they'll go back down the hill.
See David Mayhew racing right there with Luis Martinez. David in the orange number 17 had a carburetor issue during qualifying. He had actually ran the fastest lap in practice, about a half a second faster than a track record.
And Dylan Kwasniewski, you see what he can do, the young rookie. He doesn't run a lot of road courses.
He sure doesn't, but he certainly has been impressive this season.
Logano out in front here right now. Brandon Davis. By the way, Brandon Davis trying to get some oval track experience. He's running the Super Late Models full-time in Irwindale this year.
He ran this race last year and actually finished 3rd in one of Bill McAnally's cars.
Well, Brandon Davis has got to be one of the favorites here today, but I would think that Logano, he's got a great car under him. Of course, he's running in the Cup Series for Joe Gibbs.
As you can see, Eric Holmes right now is in the 4th position. If there's ever a guy that needs to jumpstart his season, it's Eric Holmes.
Boy, he's had some tough luck this year, no doubt about it. Holmes, they're in the 20 car. The 9 car is David Gilliland. As we said, he won here in 2007. His dad won a couple of races here. Butch Gilliland.
Yeah, they had a lot of success here. David actually has a runner-up finish on a road course in the Cup Series for his best career finish.
Brandon Davis still running second. Joey Logano out front in this race. Joey Logano's getting some good experience here for the Cup race, a chance to run this road course race today.
It worked out pretty well for him because he has the pole for the Cup race.
Yeah, I should say so. Well, Logano has now led every lap in this race. You know, Phil, there's not a lot of places to pass on this racetrack. Really difficult.
There really is. The best place to pass is at the end of the S's here. These are the S's right here. They're going to come into the right-hander, turn 10, and then down a little bit of a short shoot down to turn number 11, which is the slowest corner on the racetrack, and that is the best passing zone. Here's the right-hander right there, turn number 10. Now they're going to have a little short shoot down to turn number 11, and that's the best passing zone on the racetrack. About 37 miles an hour they get down to right here in this corner.
Now, traditionally in this West Series race, we have seen a lot of guys have problems as you see the battle for 8th, but so far, everybody's kind of tiptoed through it a little bit, being very patient, which I think is smart in a race like this.
Great move by Dylan Kwasniewski to get by Luis Martinez. Again, you mentioned the fact that Dylan didn't have a whole lot of road racing. Oh, there's a car around. That's Tom Clower. That's around in turn number 11.
Clower, a rookie, has some road course experience, but gets turned around. As you said, everybody gets a little racy down there in that corner.
That's the place you can pass, so you're going to really get all you can get down there.
First caution is out here at Infineon. Ready for a restart here. 5 laps into this race so far. It's been all Joey Logano, and the green is back out.
What a great jump by Joey Logano. He had about 3 car lengths before they got to turn number 1. Now they're up the hill to turn number 2. Brandon Davis settles in second. Gilliland 9 is third.
I mentioned that Joey Logano has really come up through racing. I think the way it's designed, he started at the Summer Shootout Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway, ran in the K&N Pro Series East, as you see the battle for 7, and has actually won a West race in Phoenix.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly the ladder system that NASCAR designed is how Joey Logano has progressed in his career. What a great job by the 03 of Kwasniewski. That was his teammate, by the way, the 26 of Greg Pursley, who was dominated the season that he was side by side with.
We haven't mentioned Greg Pursley, who has that huge lead in the points, but here in this racetrack, he has had nothing but tough luck. His average finish is only 20.
Yeah, but we've seen him go to racetracks this year already that he hasn't had much luck in, and he's had a lot of luck. He's won 4 out of 5, I think, this year.
Yeah, good point. There has not been a lot that's gone wrong for Greg Pursley this season. Well, as you see, the field kind of strung out a little bit now as they head down in that slow corner. As Phil told you, they get down around 40 miles an hour, even slower. Johnny Borneman running this race in the 8 car. Former full-time competitor in this series.
Just runs a limited schedule right now. Johnny Borneman got to the inside of Luis Martinez going in turn number 11, but Luis was able to hold on to that spot.
Martinez is a guy who'd love to have a strong run here today. He knows he's got a good car under him.
Oh, trouble. Stan Silva Jr. off the racetrack. We stay green. He gets refired.
No caution is out. Phil, I think you'll see that several times today. It just happens. Guys run off the track.
In a lot of places here, there's enough runoff that it really doesn't endanger the other competitors, so we can stay green. There will be a local caution till that car gets refired and back underway.
You see, boy, the speed differential in this racetrack is really something. As they get through those S's, they really build up the speed as they come down the hill, and then they have to really jam on the brakes.
About 125 miles an hour through the S's top speed. Now, again, down to about 37, 38 miles an hour down here in the very, very slow turn 11, a first gear corner. Again, that's another thing for a road course. These guys don't do a lot of, on the oval tracks, don't do any shifting, but they do a lot of shifting on a road course like Infineon.
You know, we talk about athletes in this sport, and you really have to have a lot of hand-eye coordination. I mean, coordinating your feet, shifting, it really does take some athletic ability on a road course.
It really does take a different technique, and that's why we have some guys like a Boris Said and a Ron Fellows. Ron Fellows is not here this weekend, but the guys that are road racers, and they've adapted very well to running stock cars. Being a road racer is one thing, but being able to run these heavy stock cars with a limited amount of brakes you have is another thing.
It's one of the reasons Brandon Davis is trying to run the whole season at Irwindale this summer to get that oval track experience. He's one of the guys you see right there in the 10 car. And there is another car off the track. That is Rob Morris in the 86 car. Not sure he's going to be able to get that refired. It's got some damage on the front end.
I think that is going to bring out a caution flag. There you have it, their second caution flag.
You know, there was another incident as we see here. Look at the 21 car, Michael Self, get turned around.
Yeah, this did not result in the caution flag. Michael Self in a RCR sponsored car this weekend here. A lot of damage to that car.
Joey Logano still our leader.